So next up to the stage, I have Michael Cruz, the founder of A-Panel.
Once again, welcome. I have a really interesting product to showcase. And what you're looking at here all began with a very interesting journey for me as a miner. And when I started mining, I would probably estimate it back in sometime in 2017. And the way I came into this journey of mining is all my unique story, just like many of you guys have all guys and girls that started mining, and you have your own journey and story to tell. So I find it the most interesting when I talk to other fellow miners is like, how did you get started? You know, how did you learn the ropes? Are you still learning it? What's the learning curve look like for miners? And just, there's been so many times where I hear a lot of miners have like a bad experience getting into the market, where they drop out of the market and never really understood how easy it is to understand how mining works and how to be profitable and how to sell a machine on time to be able to, you know, build your return on investment. Should you have the right connections and the right people to network with. But that's really the key. When I started mining, I think that there were very rudimentary calculators on the internet that allowed you to plug in terahash and be able to plug in other variables that gave you a calculation of what your profitability might look like. So I took that idea and I built something called APanel.com. So A-Panel is essentially, it's been free since inception. There's no ads, there's no hook, there's no catch. For all this time, it's been a free tool to help miners as myself be able to identify just about every ASIC that's ever been in existence and that's been proven to be a manufactured ASIC, not like some vaporware, scamish product that people might advertise. And then, you know, there's so many pitfalls in the industry, whereas this product to me is a product of passion to be able to put together. And what I wanted to present for the first time here is that the product has actually existed for almost 2 years now for free. And we're building an almost real-time statistical profitability engine into this, where it ties into multiple APIs, and you can see like a 30-second heartbeat of every profitable ASIC, and it actually gives you a 30-second refresh on the data without you having to reload. So we figured, let's take this to the next level and continue to build this out, because I feel like, just like Bitcoin analysts have you know, they have 3 monitors every day they look at, and they look at the charts, and they're looking at, you know, shorting or longing or day trading or whatnot. But I totally think that where I'm headed with this product is almost the same thing. Like, I think miners should have their own statistical chart it's almost real time, where we data log all prior profitability statistical data across history, and then be able to chart that and see how that plays out into the difficulty of the hashing network for Bitcoin, for example. So we're actually opening up the product to be a commercial product where companies and mining farms could actually subscribe and be able to have their team members, including their staff, executives, support team, the entire business model could have and tap into an engine like this, where you would be able to identify profitable angles of being able to, you know, we got to sell all these miners and move into a new class of miner because the data is telling us this is where we need to be able to be more profitable, right? So at the end of the day, this has become a really great product for me. It's still a blank canvas. You know, I want to hear feedback from people where we might take it. There's so many options on the table. So I want to introduce APanel.com.